I worked for a travel agent before I went into aviation, and they sent me as a courier on a bus trip to Italy. One night, after a visit to a local trattoria, some man threw up in his sick bag and lobbed it out the window. Trouble was, his false teeth went with it. The next morning, I had to retrace our route till I found them, nestled on the hard shoulder in a pool of recycled risotto. It was then that I realised this is not a glamour profession. Oh.
No. Don't treat yourself like that. You've written a brilliant script. I don't know what that means either. Let's talk later. Linda, baby. The biggest star that you are, I love you.
I bumped into Joey Heatherton at Yoga Works.
Joey Heatherton. I bet she looks hot in leotard, huh?
She told me she landed the role of the forest ranger in the new spelling series. You told me they weren't even making a pilot. She says she has 13 on the air, guaranteed.
Mid-season, and that's a big maybe.
Well, I also heard from my favorite waiter at Starbucks that Stephanie Powers got the role of the prosecutor in the Champagne murders. I begged for that role. You told me they were going black.
Alfre Woodard, last I heard.
Candy, if I don't get a part, I can handle that. I'm a big girl. But I never got to even step up to the plate. I prepared for that role. I spent 2 whole days at the Beverly Hills courthouse, and I read 3 Scott Turow novels.
If you're such a big girl, you should know these things happen.
Well, it's just happening more and more lately. I don't know if you're behind me or on top of things.
Well, which do you prefer? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, please.
Oh,
that was a long time ago. I just don't think that my career is moving in the direction that it should. Maybe it's, I don't know, time to shake the tree.
Shake the tree in what? In what? I drop out of it? Out of your life?
Oh, I don't know. This is so confusing. It's the sort of thing you talk to your agent about.
For Christ's sakes, Linda, I am your agent. And now you want to talk to me about getting another agent? Is that it?
Maybe I need someone hungrier. A shark for the cell phone.
Oh, is that what you really want? Some brat in diapers? Drink vodka and drive a Miata? Well, I'm too old for that bullshit.
It's a young man's game, Candy. And you have to accept that. Just as I've had to accept that I am now old enough to play Alicia Silverstone's mother.
That part's gone, too. And Archer's doing it.
And I never went up for it. That's my point. Hello, it's Linda Granger.
Linda? Hi, honey. Listen, I got your message. I don't think we can help you here, though. Well, you know Candy and me. We're good friends. We go back for a long, long time. And I just wouldn't feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying, honey.
Who? I don't know any Linda Granger. I don't... Oh, wait, I think she's in AA with my mom.
Granger, G-R-A-N-G-E-R.
Gina, I told you I don't want to speak to Linda Granger.
She said to remind you that you once had sex with her in the Shrine parking lot while your wife was making her Emmy acceptance speech.
Which wife? Which Emmy?
Okay. What to do? What to do? Oh, hello. This is the Bickford Agency. I'd like to speak to your casting people, please. Hello. This is Sandy Bickford from the Bickford Agency. No, we're a New York agency. We've just opened a West Coast branch. And I want to tell you about Linda Granger. We're going to be representing her, and she's so wonderful. We'll both have the duck salad without the duck. Thank you so much. Oh, Marmalade, Candy wasn't a player anymore. He was out of the loop.
But, Mom, what you're doing is a lie.
Oh, so what if it's a lie? I couldn't find an agent that I could communicate with, so I invented Sandy. And she's doing a fabulous job. I went on a marvelous interview this morning.
Okay, so what happens if you land the role?
What happens, darling? We celebrate.
Mom, I'm talking about the negotiating, the deal, the contract, the residuals.
Oh, how hard can it be? And I don't have to pay 10% commission. Now tell me, are you happy with your representation?
I don't know. I've only been with them for 6 months.
Well, maybe you should talk to Sandy. I know who that's about. Hello, the Bickford Agency. No, this is Sandy. My secretary just stepped out.
Oh, hi, Sandy. Well, we saw Linda this morning.
Yes, and?
And I'm sorry to say we're not gonna go with her.
Really? But I thought she seemed so right.
Well, so did we from the pictures you sent, but they've got to be at least 10 years old.
Not that we saw much of her face behind those lips.
But I thought you read so well. I mean, she told me. She said, oh, I read so well.
Look, Sandy, I don't want to be brutal, but I'm not doing you a favor if I don't tell you the truth. Linda and subtle don't belong in the same sentence.
All that eye-popping and clutching the window frame.
Oh, yes. I've told her about that.
Have you also told her about the singing? I mean, we didn't ask her to sing. The part doesn't require singing, but she sang anyway.
That was the best part.
3 verses of Climb Every Goddamn Mountain.
Well, look, why don't I get her to work on it over the weekend? Take it down a tad, and then maybe with some direction.
It's not gonna work, Sandy.
Well, hold on. Do you think there's anything else for her? Or
Maybe the lounge at the Ramada Inn in Palmdale.
they're looking?
So what have you learned from this little fiasco?
That artists are like children. We are delicate flowers to be nurtured and protected, and that's what agents are for. You didn't lie to me, Candy. You just protected me from the truth.
It's not just you understand. Criticism, insults, rejection, that happens to everyone. I mean, some producers probably in the back room now complaining about Gwyneth Paltrow's neck being too short.
Oh, Candy, my rock, my tower. Oh, can we go back to how it used to be? Candy?
Well, you know something? You were right about some of it. This business is changing.
Oh, it's crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy. But you know what?
What?
You're special.
Oh.
You need special handling. You need a personal manager.
Yes. But who?
You're looking at him, baby.
Oh. So you're gonna be my personal manager? Oh, Candy. How is that different from being my agent?
Well, an agent gets 10%. And a personal manager gets 15.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Back in the 50s, I had an opportunity to become a secret agent for the FBI. I bumped into Mr. J. Edgar Hoover at a party that Van Johnson was giving for the Vienna Boys Choir. And J. Eddie, he took me to one side. He says to me, Ruby, he says, how'd you like it if we put a little radio transmitter in one of your back teeth and you could spy on all these commie movie stars for us? So, being a patriotic American and a little drunk, I agreed. Next thing I know, an FBI dentist comes over to my place and he drills me pretty good. Now, I was working on a John Garfield picture at the time, and one day I saw him, I was murmuring right to Larry Park, so I moseyed over and I stood next to him with my jaw hung open in a nonchalant way, like J. Edgar had taught me, you know. Well, Mr. Garfield, he misinterprets my facial expression, and he took me back to his trailer to suite. I blew the transmitter that day, amongst other things, and that was the end of my career as a secret agent. But after that, I worked every John Garfield picture. Hey! Don't tell anybody, though. It's top secret stuff.
Baby, there's no need for living in the past. Now I found good love and gonna make it last. I tell the others don't
night, Trace.
Good night, Trace.
Good night, Trace.
Go home. Go home.
Go home.